Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, May 10th. It is 6:20. Market's going to open in about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set up this room real quick, then we'll get started with our session for today. So a few things here to update. Looks good. All right, solid. Looks good. A few more things here, and then we should be good to go. All right, cool. Let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. All right, it's posted one last place. And there we go. All right, guys, good morning, everybody. I'll give it a few minutes for people to make their way in, and then we'll get started with our analysis for today. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by marking up the liquidity real quick. And then we can get started with our analysis of the bias for today. So, let's see. We got a lot of liquidity on the bottom. So as you guys can see, price might be dumping, during the session. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Other than that, there's actually no liquidity on top. There's no pending liquidity because price has been pushing up pretty much since London. So let me go over here to the clean chart as well. I'll mark it up real quick. Let's see. There's actually no liquidity on top. It's just a bunch on the bottom. So there goes a clean chart. All right, so it looks like people are in the room now. So morning, Miles, morning, Kenny, morning, Peter, morning, Marco, morning, Solo, morning, Fahad, morning, Kurt, morning, Marlon, morning, Hani, morning, Maria, morning, Jez, morning, Patricia, morning, Andreas, morning, Purity, morning, Angela, morning, Mace, morning, Matt. So good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 10th. It is 6:23 right now. Market's going to open in about 7 minutes. So I've marked up the liquidity here. There is a lot of liquidity on the bottom, no liquidity on top. Looks like we had this big push in the past 2 hours. So in the past 2 hours, price pushed up, hit all of liquidity to the upside. But I do think our overall bias is still a sell. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the biases for today. Hey, Alexander, morning. All right, so going back to the charts over here, let's check the news real quick to see if there's anything this morning. So right here, Tuesday, May 10th, Fed member Williams was speaking at 4:40, and there was a NFIB business index at 2:45. It's kind of weird news to be having this morning. So we have that. That's past, so 2:45 and 4:40. I'm just going to put that on the chart real quick. That's probably what caused price to go up. 2:45, which was right here. 2:45 and 4:40, which was right here. All right. So a little bit. All right, so that looks fine right there. see who else is here. And thanks, Patricia. We do have a lot of upcoming things coming up with Yellen. I did see that on the news as well. We have Yellen and Biden speaking today. Yellen at 9:45, Biden at 11:30, 2:54. Thanks, Maddie. 2:54, which is like right here. Or not there, right here. It's like weird time for news to be coming out. All right, anyways, I got that news over there marked up. 6:23, 6:26 right now. Market's gonna open in about 4 minutes. So we got that marked up there. Let me get it on the clean chart as well. 254. And then one at 4. Is it 440? Yeah. 440 right there. And then we have Yellen speaking at 6:45. I think that's the only one during the live. So 6:45, which is right here, which is going to be tough because it's going to be pretty close to open. So we got Yellen speaking at 6:45. She's probably going to cause price to come back down. So I wouldn't be surprised if when she comes on, price comes down and hits pretty much all liquidity on the bottom side, just correcting it back down. If you guys are not familiar with Secretary Yellen, basically she's like all about regulation, right? So if she's all about regulation, inflation numbers are going up. It's not going to be good for the market. It's not going to be good for the economy. Well, I mean, technically good for the economy, but not for the economy that we're looking for. So when she speaks here, when it gets to this red line, price will probably come back down. But we'll see what happens when we get to that point. Other than that, I think that's about it for right now. All right, so I've got everything pretty much marked up right here. Next thing that we're going to look at is going to be the overall bias. So let's take a look at the retail sentiment. Retail sentiment is currently 70% long. So we're definitely looking for shorts here. Looking over here at the fundamentals, they're currently up. So as you guys can see right here, fundamentals are bullish. Retail sentiment is bearish. So there's no alignment between the two, right? These two don't align. So with that said, there's not really going to be a strong bias because the IG sentiment is telling us that long-term price is going to be bearish. However, the fundamentals are telling us that price is currently bullish. So with that said, we're not really going to have a strong bias. Like we can't really say for sure whether price is going to go down or price is going to go up because they're opposite of each other. So with that said, we're not really going to have a strong bias to take the breakout. I'm not sure if I'm going to take the breakout today. We'll see. I'll see where it's going. Obviously, I would want to sell breakout, but since the bias is so strong in both directions, it's a very strong retail sentiment bias for a sell, but a very strong bullish bias for fundamentals. It's going to be really hard to determine what's the current direction. Overall direction, I do see it coming down, but current direction, there's no alignment between the two. So if you guys remembered, confirming the overall bias, you want retail sentiment to be 60 to 65 or more % in a direction. It is that right now. So it's indicating take a sell. However, for the fundamental bias, you want it to be above 100 points to below 100 points. And it's currently very, very high, above 100 points. So no strong bias right now with regard to the overall bias. Other than that, the technicals here are also bullish. So we'll see what happens. Market's going to open in about 10 seconds. So market is now open. The breakout here, if you get a strong green candle, then it'd be a breakout for a buy. However, I'm not looking to take any buys specifically. I think price will come back down overall. So I don't think I'm going to take the breakout today, guys. If you guys want to take it, feel free. I'll mark it up if it does come up. However, you guys got to keep in mind that it's right at these sessions right here. So you're looking for a strong green candle because the current momentum signal is a buy here. So you're definitely looking for a strong green candle, but it's a risky trade. Main reason why it's risky is because you can't confirm the overall bias, right? There is no overall bias. So you have no clear direction to be trading in. Opening up the fundamentals right now, it's currently at 458 points. So super bullish here. This would technically be the breakout. However, this is a huge candle right here. So, I mean, you probably want to wait a little bit for it to retrace before entering the trade, but this would technically be the breakout. I'm not taking it. I'll just watch it. I'll take the next trades that come along the way as market starts to stabilize. But I'm not in the position and I don't plan on taking it either. So there goes your breakout, guys. If you guys want to take it. Reason I'm not taking it is because retail sentiment is bearish. And this is going to show the long-term move. So long-term, this is where I think price is going to go. Short-term price might be bullish. However, it's not one that I'm looking to take because this can easily shift, at any moment. So I'm not taking the breakout today. I did mark it up for you guys, but I don't recommend it personally. If you guys want to be risky and take it, feel free. Just understand the risk. So understand that this can easily come right back down. Also, a couple red flags here, huge candle. So if you look at the red flags here, this is where I avoid trades, right? When price is near sessions, which it is right here, this red line, this is the London high. And also when the candle prior to entry is too large, this green candle here is way too big. So I completely would have avoided this trade myself, but we'll follow it and see where it goes. If it hits, great. If not, then you understood, hopefully understood why it was a risky trade. I'll just set an alert right there. Other than that, I'm gonna mark up opening price, which is that candle right there. All right. So other than that, there's nothing for us to take right now. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of reasons why not to take this trade. For one, no overall bias. Two, it's near the sessions. And three, candle prior to entry is just way too large. Yeah, Maddie said at sessions, I don't think people should trade at all right now. Yeah, and I agree, Maddie. So I'm trying to give people as many warnings as possible. A lot of people still don't listen about it. So yeah, Maddie said he doesn't feel comfortable taking buys. Me neither. I think price is going to come back down. It might not happen right now specifically, but I think eventually it's going to come back down. It's just a matter of time, especially because Yellen is speaking here at 6:45. She tends to make the market go down. And this is exactly why you shouldn't have taken the trade, right? Would have hit your stop loss. So it did exactly what I anticipated. My overall bias, well, not overall bias, but retail sentiment is a sell. So I think long-term price is going to come down. And that's exactly why I skipped it. So, I try to remind you guys pretty much every day, you got to be smart about the positions that you guys take, right? You can't take every single position, especially if things don't line up. There's no bias. It was near the sessions and the previous candle was too large. So just, there's a lot of reasons there not to take the trade. So other than that, let me see what else I'm looking at over here. All right. So there's huge reasons there not to take the trade. So I'm skipping that. I'm looking for the next entry here. If we could find one, we don't really have a bias right now. Let me take a look at the heat map real quick, refresh this. So the heat map is all green, like literally all green. So another reason not to take any sells right now. If you were to take some sells, I'd wait for it to come back down. Because temporary right now, I think price will keep pushing up slightly. But I do think overall it can come down. Super risky day. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Patricia said, good job, Professor Wait, to not take that trade. Yeah, Maddie said risky day. Fundamentals and sentiment are opposite and heavy on both sides. Exactly. Retail sentiment will always be my main indication as to like which direction to trade. Fundamentals will be next, but right now it's still bearish. So I don't be surprised if price comes right back down. So we got another high over here. And we already anticipated this. So I didn't even bother looking at any buys there. You can see price is now coming back down. It's coming to retest the open right here. It's actually a place where Rick's back to open strategy might have worked well. As it comes back down, it hits the opening price. And Rick, I actually took your back to open right there. I took it, guys. So sorry, I didn't tell you guys I was going to take it. It was like split second. I saw it coming down right here. And as soon as price came down, if you rewind the replay, you could kind of see me measuring it. I measured it right here. I said it was like it's 200 pips. So I took it for 100 pips and then I hit my TP. So it just went in the direction of my bias with my retail sentiment. This is where I would take the back to open, right? Because price pushed up super heavily. My retail sentiment was a sell. So I think overall price is going to come back down. And that's exactly what happened. Price came back down. I measured how far this was from the opening price. I took it for a small 100 pips right here. So I measured it was 260 pips. So I just took it for a quick little 100 pips right there. Right there, right? I got out and I'm done. So let me take a screenshot of my profits. Obviously, that's not going to be a trade that's counted for because it's not going to be counted because it's not an official trade. Obviously, it's just it's a speculative trade that I took only because I knew price was going to come back down. My retail sentiment was a sell. Man, for some reason my FTMO there's like slippage now on my second account. It's happened yesterday. It's happened today. Not sure what's going on with it. But anyway, let me just take a screenshot of this real quick. Nice. Mace did the same thing as well. So if you guys sit on these live sessions, enough, you guys will kind of understand what a lot of people here are doing. I mean, there's a lot of different concepts you can use to take these speculative trades. But the thing is, like, a lot of people try to ask me to explain speculative trades. They're speculative for a reason because we know where price is going. And it's not something that you can literally like teach someone. It's not a strategy. It's just identifying what's happening on the chart and taking a quick move. So let's see. My main account made 1,200. My second FTMO made 690. My MFF over here made 1,240. I'll show you guys right now, taking screenshots of it. See my MFF2. About the same. So all my MFFs here. Let me see my third one, make sure it's same. Yeah. All my MFFs are the same. It's just one of my FTMOs that was like slight slippage, but it's okay. It happens. All right. So look where price bounced from. Looking at the chart right now. You guys can see exactly where price bounced from, right? Bounced right off the open price. So that's a reason why I wouldn't take a trade right here, because you can see exactly where it bounced from. Came down right there, bounced off, came right back up. I just took a small push right there. And then same right here. If you're watching this point, price can bounce off the sessions right there as well. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else over here. See if there's anything else right here that I'm missing. Okay, anyways, so here are my profits that I took off the trade right there. This is my main account. You can see the green strip because I let it hit TP. I made 1,290 off this. Here is my FTMO copy. I made 690. There's some slippage there, happens. Here's my MFF, made 1,240. My second MFF, same 1,240. And then my third MFF, 1,240 as well. So just a quick speculative move there, nothing too crazy. Just enough to lock in my profit. So I'm just gonna put a little all right. All right, so everything right here is solid. Looking over here at the profits, looks like Rick over here locked in 79 off his first account. He locked in 2,230 off this account, and he locked in 2,430 off this account right here. So solid. Other than that, let's see. Thanks, Kenny, for sending us the links here. Kenny sent us the links for Biden later today. It's gonna be later, like at 10, so we're not gonna be using that right now, but it'll be useful later on. Dell over here as well. He took the sell with me right there, locked in a total of 1,016 for the day. Nice work, Dell. Other than that, back to the charts over here, guys. Not really much to take right now. Price is like in between news price, opening, or not news price, opening price. You can see right here, price is still kind of bouncing around this area. See where the rejection is? It's right at the opening price right here, the blue line. So let's take a look at the retail sentiment. Retail sentiment is still bearish. It is 69% long. So overall, I'm looking for a sell still long term. Not right now per se, but long term, still looking for a sell. The reason for that is because the fundamentals here are still bullish. So until this comes down and goes into the red, then I'm not really looking for any strong sells. But right now, and we're basically just waiting for it to come back down, hit liquidity. Yellen's going to speak shortly in about 2 minutes. So she's speaking right here at 6:45. I wouldn't be surprised if price comes down and hits liquidity right here, breaks right through it. And look, it's already happening. Broke right through here. The next area that we're looking for it to break through is going to be liquidity right here and then drop down even further. So Yellen is speaking about 2 minutes. So a lot of factors here indicating why I would be looking for a sell. For one, retail sentiment is very bearish. Also, Yellen's going to be speaking. She usually tanks the market, just kind of similar to Biden when Biden speaks. So whenever they both speak, price usually goes down. When Jerome Powell speaks, it does the opposite, it goes up. Nice, nice. Yeah, Maddie identified the V3 right here. Not one that I would personally take, but if you guys did take it, it was a solid entry right there. I mean, the stop loss was kind of tight. I mean, if you wanted to push it back a little bit to like 300 pips, you could have, and it would have hit TP right there. However, it's just a bit risky because where price currently is, there's just too many areas of rejection right here. So as you can see at this point now, price is now rejecting from the opening price from the top side. We'll see where it goes as it continues to, push along. There's another lower low right here. So there's actually a lot of areas of liquidity at this point. It's these points right here, and then also the bottom part right here. I know Solar did mess it up, right? All right, 6:45. So Yellen is supposed to speak soon. I don't know if she's speaking right now, or let me see if I can pull up YouTube to see if she's speaking at the moment. So they don't have a live stream of Yellen speaking right now. I don't know if you have it, Kenny. I know you follow a lot of fake news outlets, so you might know if there's a video for it, but I personally don't. And there you go. Look where price broke through the liquidity, and now it's coming down even further. So it's doing exactly what we anticipated. We anticipated price to be bearish as soon as Yellen started speaking. I think a lot of people here are just speculating and taking sells. I don't know if Yellen has actually started speaking, but it did exactly what we anticipated, right? I mentioned when Yellen speaks, price usually goes down. And what happened with price? It went down. It's just, if you trade during these news events, you kind of know and you understand where price is going to go, and it's going all the way back down. So that's cool. I'm going to take off these areas of liquidity right here. Let's clean it up a little bit. All right, so the next area where it may touch would be these sessions right here. One of two things will happen. Price will either bounce off it or break through and continue dropping, right? Two scenarios. Yeah, and a full TP off the triple confluence. There's another triple confluence right here, guys, that Matty was identifying. Not one that I would take because Yellen is speaking right now, but it was a triple confluence. So if you guys are not familiar with the V3 that Matty identified over here, so I know some of you guys here are new. So if you guys didn't spot this right here, this sell, this was using the K2 variation V3. If you guys want to watch this strategy video, it's on the course. So if you have access to the course, this is on the course. It's explained pretty concise and detailed, really easy to follow. So this is the strategy that played out right here. There's another V3 that played out right here as well. Not V3, sorry, a triple confluence. So for this strategy right here, again, the strategy is on the website. It's right here, 1 minute triple confluence strategy. And that's another one that we saw here. However, it's just in a risky area, so I wouldn't have taken it. I did see it myself as well, but I wasn't planning on taking it because Yellen is speaking, which creates a lot of manipulation in the market. And it's just not a good time to trade at the moment. So right here, you can see price is rejecting off these sessions. One of two things will happen. Price will either bounce off and shoot back up, or price will break below and continue dropping to the next level, which is news price right here. So just take a look at that. Not one that I'd recommend anyone trade around. If you look at my red flags here, again, I don't trade around these points. So red flags right here. I don't trade near sessions. This is the session right here. It's the Asia high. I don't trade near opening price. So I wouldn't have taken that, that triple confluence right there. And also I don't trade near news price. So if price does push below here, I wouldn't be trading there either. So lots of red flags at the moment. Yeah, exactly. D said want to get away from these sessions first. And I agree 100%. Sam said, "Ella, trend meter changed blue last minute." Oh, I see right here. Yeah, it's just the volatility in the market. It's just too much going on, causing a lot of these last minute changes. See if there's anything else here that I'm missing. I think that's it for right now. Matthew said a huge 10-minute V3. Let me take a look at that. Oh yeah, this is huge. I would not take this trade here, guys, but I will follow it. I do think price may be coming down because our overall bias with regard to retail sentiment is bearish. So I think it will hit eventually, maybe not right now, but it will hit at some point. But yeah, this thing is huge. It's right at the sessions too, so I wouldn't take it for that specific reason. But yeah, this is like a 2,000 pip move. One thing with this is that if this does close, it will align with the daily entry for today. So something to keep in mind. There's nothing here off the 5. There was actually a V3 here off the 5. If you guys caught that. It already hit TP, but if you guys were catching that, again, the V3 strategy works pretty much on all time frames. So again, right here, V3 of the 5, full TP. There's also a V3 here on the 3 minute. This also would have hit full TP right there. So same strategy. For the V3. And back to the 1 minute over here. Not really much of anything happening at the moment. So we'll see where it goes from there. Yeah, here goes the I'll just mark it up here. We'll follow it. Not one that I'm taking. I might trade within it if it does close below the sessions. But currently right now, it's still right at the Asia high. So this is going to be we'll just set an alert there and I'll watch it, but I'm not taking it yet because it's right at the sessions right here. So these sessions work on all time frames, guys. It doesn't matter if it's on the 10 minute, 1 minute, 5 minute, 3 minute, whatever you want to trade on. You can see where price is kind of bouncing off, right? You can see where price bounced off from up here. Came up to the London high, bounced right off it. So they're still relevant. It doesn't matter what time frame you're trading on, they're still relevant. So obviously, if I'm looking to take a trade right here, red flags obviously met. Red flags when to avoid trades, prices in your sessions. It's right at the sessions. So I'm definitely avoiding the trade right now. Nice. Craig said just over 2.5% for the day. Done for the day. Nice. You surpassed your record, your goal, Craig. I think it's your goal is like 1% a day. You made 2.5, so you're solid. If you guys have profit to send in, feel free. We can add them to the list over here. So let's see, Craig over here. Amazing work. Craig locked in a total of 1,875 for the day. So definitely well over your goal right there, Craig. Dell over here as well, locked in a total of, it's loading up right now. I'll come back to that, Dell. Patricia over here as well, loading up. It's like Telegram's kind of laggy right now. All right, so Dell said got one more before the craziness starts. He locked in a total of 1,266 for the day. Nice work, Dell. Scotty over here as well, locked in a total of 707. Nice work, Scotty. Kenny over here locked in a total of 2,081. Great work, Kenny. So we didn't have any official trades today, but I'm glad to see a lot of you guys here taking trades directly off my analysis here on the live, which, if you guys have been here, like these are the same names I see, every day. Craig knows what I'm doing. Dell understands how to read my analysis. Scotty, Kenny, everybody here pretty much. Maria over here as well, locked in a total of 345. Looks like a lot of you guys here did take sells as it came up. There was the V3s, triple confluence. They were risky trades, but people still locked in some pretty solid profit off those there. I'll just copy these over to this group over here. All right, looks good. We have Lisa over here. Lisa currently up 3,121. Nice work, Lisa, for the day so far. We've got Patricia over here. She locked in a total of 7,390. Wow, crazy work right there, Patricia. Looks like you took that sell with us earlier as well. 6-4. I see the timestamp right here. So nice work off that, Patricia. And she's done for the day as well. Charles over here, he locked in a total of 1,007 off this account. 1,254 off this account. And this one right here is loading. Locked in a total of 662 off this account. So pretty good consistency, guys. I mean, everyone here has been killing it, day in, day out. Every day has been solid for pretty much everyone in the group. It doesn't matter what the market conditions give us. My analysis here typically plays out. So if you guys are able to identify and understand what we're going over during these live sessions, you guys are able to make a killing. We haven't gone one day with no profit. Not necessarily me, because sometimes I don't trade. I'm very conservative, but we haven't gone one day where there hasn't been a member of K2 who hasn't profited using the strategies for my analysis in probably the past 2 years. It's crazy. Like sometimes I kind of want to look back. Like for example, I want to go back and I want to check a random date just to see if there was a day where we didn't make profit, but there hasn't been one day for the entire. So if we go back to, let's see, this is May 10th today. So I'll go to May 10th May 10th of last year. Did we make profit? Yep, we did. So here's a video of everyone's profit from May 10th of last year. So I could literally pull up any day and just see who profited that day, right? Everyone did. It's a 2-minute video, ton of profit all around for everybody here. So great work, guys. It's your guys' consistency is really what makes community, because obviously I'm going to be consistent, but showing that, the members here in K2 are consistent every single day is really the key. Because if everyone here is consistent, we're obviously doing something right, you know? So, just a reminder, if you guys aren't doing as good as everyone else, you might be doing something wrong. So make sure to attend the mentoring session so that you can ask questions and figure out what you're doing wrong so that you can, get on everyone's level. But other than that, there's nothing here off the 1 minute. And I'm really curious now. I think maybe one of these days I'll just look back to see any random day to see if there was no profits posted for that day. But there's been profits posted every single day. See, nothing with Yellen. I'm trying to confirm. All right, so Yellen is now speaking. Or she just started. Looks like. So expect like some really unusual movements in price today, because so as you can see right here, it says Treasury Secretary Yellen testifies on financial stability in Senate banking history hearing. So they're going to be talking about a lot of things regarding the U.S. economy here. So with her addressing things, price will go up and down, right? There'll be times where price goes up. There'll be times where price goes down, just like based specifically on her responses, because they're going to be asking her questions and she's going to be responding. If she responds with, okay, we're going to create this type of regulation, it's not going to be good for the economy, so price will typically drop. So we'll have to see where this goes. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to be entering any trades at the moment. I mean, if you guys have any questions, you can ask your questions in the chat and I can help with whatever you guys need help with. But currently right now, I'm definitely not looking to take any entries. I'll just move this over here so that we can pull back to it whenever you want to check on it. But for the most part, let's just take a look at the overall bias again right now. So the overall bias right now, currently on retail sentiment, is still bearish. It is 70% long. So this is perfect. We're still looking for sells here. Yellen is speaking. She's probably going to drop price. This goes hand in hand with our analysis. Looking over here at the fundamentals, the fundamentals are currently down, or they're up 318 points. So there's still no alignment between fundamentals and retail sentiment. So we don't have a strong bias for a sell. However, the bias, in my view, is that price is going to come down eventually. It might not come down right now, but by the end of the day, it'll probably come right back down. Looking over here at the heat map, everything is still very green. So you definitely want to be careful with this here, guys. You don't want to be on the wrong side of the market. So with everything here kind of pointing in opposite directions, you probably want to sit tight and just wait for some sort of confirmation in the market. As you guys can see, price is now ranging right here. It's not really doing much. It's just ranging down the middle. I'm going to just update this real quick over here. All right there. All right. So mark up the news price there. And then once I have that marked up, I can delete this red line. All right. So looking at current price right now, or not just current price, but in general, you guys can kind of see where price has been bouncing, right? So let me just turn off the sessions real quick. This is where market opened. Market opened right over here, 6:30. Oh, my bad. I gotta move this up a little bit. This is the opening price right here. All right, so with the opening price right there, you guys can see that market opened right here. It faked out to the upside on open, and then it came right back down. Now it's coming back up, and it might retest the opening price right here, Well, it looks like it already did before coming back down. So basically price just reset back to where it was, and then now it's coming back down because Yellen is speaking. And you can see price is kind of dumping at this moment. Other than that, let me go over here real quick. Maddie said there's a V1 body. I don't see one. Oh yeah, there is one right there, Maddie. I do see it. Not one that I would take, but there is a V1 body. Right? This candle is just too big, so I wouldn't take it. But you're right, Maddie. There is a V1 body, and it looks like it already hit TP. So the entry right here that Maddie was talking about was the variation V1 right here. And it already hit TP. It moved like way too fast. So unless you guys caught it right away and pulled out already in profit, I don't recommend you guys enter it late. It's too late. You've already missed the move. So there goes the V1 right there. This is the strategy that Maddie was talking about. A couple of red flags here again. It's right at the session, so not one that I would take, but it was a V1 body right there. So for one, overall bias. Technically right now, it's not a strong overall bias, but it's still a sell because retail sentiment is a sell, fundamentals is a buy, but the technicals here is also a sell. Trend meters red, price below the pivots. So if you want to go for a weak bias, the overall weak bias is a sell still. So we have a sell bias. We have the high here. It's a double body right there. We confirm momentum is in the, there's a pending momentum right here for a sell. And this is where you would take the sell, taking the V1. But it's right off the session, so I wouldn't have taken it, but nice call right there, Maddie. Because it did hit full TP. So, just a reminder, guys, the strategies work perfectly fine. It just depends on your risk appetite, right? If you want to take risky trades, then go for it. But I'm not going to take risky trades like that. I don't like taking trades where I'm going to be stressed out and worried if it's going to hit TP. I only take trades when I know for sure it's going to hit TP. And that's why, we have such a high win rate here at K2, because I teach you guys discipline. That's really what it is. Discipline and patience. Like this whole area here, I don't want to trade around any of this area here. I also don't want to trade anywhere around here because we have sessions, we have news price, we have more news price. And, the icing on the cake is that Yellen is speaking right now. She's actually speaking at the moment exactly. So definitely not a time and place where I would like to be trading, for the specific reason so far. So, yeah, Lisa said, cheers, Yellen. Yeah, Patricia said, Sean, no more trading for me. Hopping off. Thank you. Definitely, Patricia. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm definitely not trading either. So if you guys have questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. If I see entries on the chart, I'll mark them up and I'll let you guys know. But, just FYI, I'm not taking any of these trades. As you guys can see right here, it doesn't matter where you guys find an entry. The red flags are going to get hit no matter where we are. So if price goes up here, it pretty much knocks out all of these right here. It's near sessions, it's near opening price, it's near news price. If price comes down here, it's still near sessions. If price comes down here, it's near news price, right? So I'm not looking to take any trades right now. If I do find something, I'll mark it up and I'll tell you guys, okay, here's a trade, but it's a risky trade. But other than that, it's just not a good time to trade. Kurt is asking fundamentals or retail sentiment. Which one do you think is more powerful? Retail sentiment. That's why I'm looking for a sell here, Kurt. They're numbered in order. So if you look at the overall bias, these are in order right here. It's from strongest to weakest. I don't even really use technical bias. It's like whatever, because price to weight, you guys can see right here, technical bias it's not very useful at all times because price could be bullish, then it could be bearish, then it could be bullish, then it could be bearish, etc. It's not very strong. So retail sentiment is always going to be number one. Fundamentals are going to be number two, and technical bias can be number three. Question from Alexander. Alexander said, what are your settings for the trend meter? Mine is blue when yours is red. I have mine all set to chart for scalping, Alexander. So you might have like maybe ones off. Just go to your settings here and set them all to chart. This will give you the current trend, like for the specific time frame that you're trading on. So if you're on the 1 minute, it'll show you the 1 minute trend. If you're on the 3 minute, it'll show you the 3 minute trend, etc. And that's how I set it up on mine. So let me clean this up over here. 3 minute, there's no entries off the 3 minute. Here on the 5, there's no entries here off the 5 minute. Here on the 10 minute, you can see price still hasn't closed below the sessions, right? So again, right here, reason why I wouldn't have taken this trade here, even though I do think it'll probably hit TP at some point, it still hasn't broken and closed below the session. So it's a very risky entry to be taking. Other than that, there's not really much to take right now. If I see something good, I'll let you guys know, but I typically don't see anything good right now. So let's see if there's anything else here for me to look at. Nice. Kevin said pass FT1 challenge in 2 days. Nice, Kevin. Big congrats to you. So Kevin over here, another K2 member, just passed another challenge. So I think we had a couple people pass their challenges this week. A couple people get funded this week. So big congrats to everybody in K2. Seems like every day someone's passing a challenge or verification or getting funded. So Kevin over here, he locked in a total of 1,360. Nice work, Kevin. And then here is his FTMO. Pretty much passed everything here. He just needs to pass the minimum trading days. So he's got 2 days down. So Kevin, now that you're done with it, what I do recommend is just to open and close a trade every single day, just a 0.01. It doesn't matter if it's a win or lose, just open the trade and close it and it'll count a trading day. So you just got to do that for the next 8 days. It's a waiting period right there. It's, you know, I know it sucks, but at least you're done. On the weekends too, you can trade Bitcoin. So you can do that. Yeah, just do a penny lot size for the week. Do US30 because it's just, you know, penny size since they're in micro lots. And then on the weekend, you can do Bitcoin, which is a penny lot. So it'll count your days. Today is Tuesday. So you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So on Wednesday, you should be done and it'll give you a verification. So nice work, Kevin. Maddie said, my MFF account's still acting up. And talking to support, I'm working with them to get a new account. Okay, nice, Maddie. Yeah, it's so weird that it's happening to you. Looks like this over here. 102. Yeah, see me 102 off this account. And then 132. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. I don't know what's up with that. It's weird. Yeah, hopefully I give you another account, Maddie, just to fix it. Josh over here locked in a total of 414 for the day. All wins, no losses. Nice for Joshua. Yeah, that's weird, bro. That's happening. Yeah, hopefully I'm sure they'll fix it, bro. Well, I mean, if it was FTMO, I know they for sure would fix it like right away. But I know MFF, it's, you know, it's still a process with them. Peter said Kevin's about to get all kinds of DMs asking me to pass your challenges. LOL. Yeah, so Kevin, this goes out to Kevin and everyone in the group. Like, if someone asks you to pass their challenge, don't do it, right? It doesn't matter how much they'll pay you. Don't do it because it's gonna come back and it's gonna burn you later. So if you guys remember all the drama that happened last month with JJ was passing some challenges, and somebody asked him to pass, but his account was like already like negative. Like he had like $1,000 left on his account. Like he had less than 1%. And when he failed it, there was all this drama saying that he was a scammer and whatnot. So guys, don't what do you call this? Don't be an enabler, right? Don't be an enabler where you help people who are already stuck at trading, because even if you do pass the challenge for them, they're just gonna blow it on the next one. So say you pass someone's challenge and you do their verification and then they blow it, they're gonna be mad at you because you're like, why don't you do my verification too? So to avoid all of the drama and stress that you're probably going to get by helping somebody that really probably doesn't deserve the help, just don't help them with that. It's not worth the trouble. That's why I don't pass any challenges, guys. Like I could easily pass everyone's challenge if I wanted to, because, you know, I'm consistent with all my trades, but I don't do that. It's not really worth the effort. Yeah, no, Tody said how this would help me if someone passed my challenge. I don't get it. What will I do when I'm funded? Exactly, guys. If you guys can't pass your own challenge, you can't stay funded. Like I can easily get you guys a funded account. There's no problem with that. But once you guys are funded and you start trading on your own, if you couldn't be consistent prior, you're not going to be consistent once you're funded. So you'll get funded and then it'll blow your account. And then, again, it's the same back and forth process. So yeah, if anybody messages you to pass their challenge, just say no. Or you could probably just block them. That'd probably be easier because they're probably going to ask you again later. If you say no today, they're going to message you a month later and say, hey, so are you doing challenges now? Because I get those messages all the time. I'll tell somebody no, and they'll message me again a week later, like, come on, bro, please pass my challenge. Like, no, man, answer still no. So just keep that in mind. Because if they start bugging you once and you give them some attention, they're going to keep bugging you. I know, Eddie. Yeah, it sounds exactly like him. You guys probably know exactly who we're talking about. He'll ask you to put you on their he'll beg you to put them on your copier. Yeah, Mauricio says, Sean, can you pass my challenge? Definitely no, Mauricio. I'm going to be blocking you now. I'm joking. Mauricio knows. Yeah, Tommy knows exactly who too. Tommy had to chime in. Yeah, John said they'll ask you to fund their FTMO. Yeah, here's like the worst part, guys. I see people sometimes and they're so ridiculous. They'll ask you, they'll say, hey, pay for my FTMO, pass it, and then I'll give you a split of my profits at the end. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you want me to take all the risk to pay for your challenge? Pass it, and then get a pay. I'm like, I could just do my own challenge. Like, why would I do your challenge if that becomes the case? I've gotten all, guys. I've gotten all the different requests from people. They'll do something, or they'll give you something dumb. They'll say, hey, can I add my my personal account to your copier, and then I'll give you like a 20% split. And I'm like, okay, I could just do my own challenge. I'll get 80% split. Why would I trade someone like that? It's just funny, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna say any specific names, but I've gotten a ton of like random requests, and it still happens still today. Let's see if there's anything else over here. Oh, man, he did that to me too. Yeah, Ronan said Sean passes challenges with his analysis. Yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys here could just listen to my analysis and, I mean, block in profits daily. All right, guys, so price is coming back down right here. This is exactly what I was looking for, but the problem with this here is that even though price is coming down, there's still news price right here, and there's news price down here. So for me personally, if I start looking for any entries, I would need price to be like around this area here. If it comes around this area, then maybe I'll look for a sell. But currently right now, I just don't see anything, at the moment. Swelly says, Sean, can you pass my grandma's challenge? She's been bugging me to ask you. Oh man, I've realistically, I've gotten those requests too before. And there's always people that try to guilt trip you. They're like, come on, man, my grandma's on her retirement. She needs cash flow. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna block you. Let's see. Hey, Brock, what's up, man? Looks like you made it today. Andrea said my cat's challenge also, right? My dogs too, while I'm at it. Lisa said, I trade purely the analysis and breakout, usually in US session. Yeah, and that's pretty much what Lisa does. Lisa said she trades purely the analysis that we cover on the live and the breakout during the US session. And she locked in a total of, so this is her profit for the day. She locked in 3,121. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are able to follow my analysis here and you guys know what we're doing, it makes a huge difference in your consistency. Let's see. We got Charles over here sending his profits. Charles locked in a total of 1,020 for the day. Nice work, Charles. So some of you guys here are still trading during, even though it's risky, but You guys are locking in some profits. Charles here again, his second account locked in 1,262. Nice work right there, Charles. And his third account locked in 668. So nice work right there, Charles, all around. Zildjian over here locked in a total of 521. Nice work, Zildjian. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. Yeah, D said Sean does past challenges for us. Just got to listen and take the same trades. Exactly. Yeah, Brock said my day job is keeping me too busy. Yeah, unfortunately, Brock. Hopefully you'll be consistent enough to just leave that job at some point. Kevin's asking if Yellen's still speaking. Yeah, she's actually currently speaking right now. You know, it's funny. Someone mentioned that Yellen kind of looks like this bird. I don't remember what it was called, but I was just gonna Google it. When the camera goes back through, I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, it's a Disney bird, or they say she looks like a bird, like this big bird. But anyways, back to the charts over here. So as you guys can see, price is pretty much just bouncing around the sessions, right? So price will come down, bounce off the sessions, come back up, bounce off the sessions, etc. It's just ranging around this area right here. So there's nothing for us to really take, even if we wanted to take anything. Not that I would, because it's too risky with Yellen speaking. Yeah, for the most part, not really much for us to do right now. We'll keep watching. As you guys can see, there's a lot of liquidity on the bottom, but there's also liquidity on the top, because we do have this area here that's kind of built up. We have this huge area down here that still needs to get triggered. So something to look out for. It's 7:17 right now, so we still have some time. Tommy said dodo bird. Let me look. I don't know about that, Tommy. It's kind of fucked up. I don't know where you got dodo bird from. So Tommy says that Yellen looks like dodo bird. I mean, dodo bird's got a big ass nose. I think someone was saying Yellen just has a big ass head. I don't know. When you go back to the thing, I'll show you. And we're just messing around, guys. I'm not like being serious. We're just joking around because we have like a lot of free time right now. When it comes back to Yellen, I'll show you. But I don't think she looks like dodo bird. Matt said Yellen's hot screen. Oh man, too funny. Actually, let me see. I kind of see. I could kind of see where Tommy's coming from. Dodo bird from Ice Age. But I think you got the, let me see if I can go here. Yeah, so there's Yellen right there. And this is Tommy's representation of Yellen. Dodo bird. All right, anyways, back to the charts, guys. There's nothing for us to take right here. There is, I mean, price is still around this area where it's kind of bouncing around. It's getting close to the news price right here. So check out when price gets to the news price over here. Or this is one thing that you guys can look for as well. Look for a retracement right here, which I can kind of see this happening. Retracement, retest of the sessions, and push down further. The only problem with this here is that it's right at the news price right here. So if price reaches this point, it can bounce off this point as well. It's kind of trash with it. It's just not a good area right here to be at, because either way, if you're trading for a sell here, like say for example, you take a sell, there could be a bounce right there. You take a buy, you bounce right there as well. Yes, Alarm said triple confluence, but news exactly. There's a triple confluence right here that, or actually there wasn't Alarm, because there was no low at this point that was being broken. This was a pivot scalp entry. So if you guys are looking for that right there, that was a pivot scalp entry right here. Not one that I would take, obviously, but that was a pivot scalp and it hit TP already. So if you guys are looking for trades here, I mean, there's a lot of trades to take. It's just not anything that I see worthy or safe enough to take, right? Because right here, news price is so close. but there you go. It's a pivot scalp entry. So confirm overall bias. The weak bias right now is a sell. So we are looking for sells. Confirm valid K2 momentum signal. There's a valid K2 momentum signal right there. You want to make sure price is below pivots 3 and 4. These red and orange pivots right here at 3 and 4, everything's been met. So you could have taken this here for the for a pivot scalp. Here's a 10-minute. It's now back below and pushing. So the 10-minute is looking good, Tiana. It's actually pushing down a little bit. It finally closed below the sessions. However, now it's coming back for the retest. So yeah, I mean, it's looking all right. You can probably look for some sells here on lower time frames now. Like if you see any more sells that come up, it can probably be worth taking. So it did exactly what I just anticipated earlier, right? I mentioned price was going to come below, come back up, retest the sessions, which it did, and then come right back down. So yeah, that markup from earlier is kind of playing out right now. But again, I wouldn't trade around this area for, the obvious reasons here. It's right at news price. Again, right here, news price. Wouldn't really mess with it. Price drops again lower, news price. Again, wouldn't mess with it. So other than that, nice. Nick said took it for 100 pips off that pivot scalp. So Nick did lock in some profits off that. So nice work, Nick. Crypto Chuck over here said, okay, so here's the better one. Tweety Bird. That's what someone said. It said Janet Yellen reviews plan and then Tweety Bird next to it. So all right, that's the one that I was talking about, Tweety Bird. I totally forgot. But yeah, thanks Chuck for bringing that up. Yeah, definitely way off from Dodo Bird. Anyways, back to the profits over here. Eunice over here just sent in his profits. He had all wins, no losses. Nice work letting your trade here hit full TP. Eunice locked in the total of 329 for the day off this account. And then off his copier, he locked in 70. So nice work right there, Eunice. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. I don't see anything else at the moment. Price is bouncing directly off news price. No surprise there. It's kind of what we were expecting anyways. So look where price is coming down. It's hitting all the liquidity below here, right? It's literally what we were talking about earlier. I mentioned there's liquidity on top and liquidity on the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if price comes down, hits all liquidity, and then maybe swings back up at some point, right? But there just isn't anything for us to take right now. There's no actual entries. Price is just dropping from where it currently is. Where is Professor here today? So let's see. I know Professor likes when I post my current weekly profits. Yeah, Professor is here. Okay, so I'll just post this up real quick just to show you guys the consistency for this week so far. I know Professor tends to ask for this. The other week I couldn't because I was in Chicago and I couldn't log into my social trader tools on my traveling laptop. But here are my weekly results so far. So I only took about like 1 or 2 trades or maybe 3 trades this week so far for Monday and Tuesday. So this is what I have across all my accounts. So for the day so far, this is what I have: 1257 plus 657 plus 240 plus 1240. So this is what I have for the day so far. This is why I'm not so inclined to take any risky trades, right? I'm pretty solid for the day. And then for the week, 242 plus 1702 plus 2360 plus 2560 plus 2510. And this is where I'm sitting for the week so far. So as you guys can see, I don't take that many trades. I take 1, 2 trades, maybe 3 trades max a day. And this is the consistency here. So pretty much no losses on my end. If you guys watched the live from yesterday, all my trades are pretty much live stream, so you guys can always go rewatch it. And this is just the consistency here. Like I took 2 trades yesterday. That's why I took yesterday. Then today I took 1 trade. And for the week so far, this is where I'm sitting. This isn't to show off to anybody because I do this every week. Like it's nothing new, right? I'm not like, okay, one day I'm showing profit, the next day I'm not. Every day is consistent with me because I'm here live every day. So it's just to show you guys that if you guys can just focus on a few good trades a day, like very high quality trades, you guys can, continue to grow your account and build it up. You don't have to take 20 trades a day. Like I see a lot of people, you can take it if you want. If that's your trading style, then, I'm not knocking your trading style, but I feel like trading that way, you guys suffer from a lot of stress. And if you guys know me, I try to live like the least stressful life. I trade with you guys from 6:30 to 8, and then I have my whole day to do whatever I want. So it's a possibility for you guys. And I saw a lot of people asking questions here. Like, I think, where's Craig at? Is Craig still here? Let's see if Craig's here. Craig's not here, but Craig was talking about, if you guys are in the premium, he was talking about like, because he was interested in like trading full time, right? Scotty's profits right here, locked in 1,336. So nice work right there, Scotty. Vincent over here locked in a total of 1,140. Nice work, Vincent. Damn, he locked in even more. So he locked in 1,000 right there, and then he locked in another trade here. Total profit of 1,354. Nice work, Vincent. Hit his goal for the day, so he's done. So that's the key there, guys. It's hitting your goal and being done with it, right? Whether you take 1 trade, 2 trades, 5 trades, 6 trades, 7 trades, whatever you need to reach your goal, then, reach that goal and then call it a day. But yeah, I was just mentioning earlier, Craig was asking earlier, like how do people, he said, I have a question for the group. How many of you trade full time for a living? How long did you trade for until you were happy to step away from an employment? I was chatting with work colleagues. So he's basically talking about like, when you feel comfortable about leaving work. What I would recommend is to have consistent profits on a monthly basis where you're like net positive, but also have like a nest egg where you saved up at least like 2 to 5 months of basically your normal salary, so that if you have like one bad month or a couple bad months, you'll be fine. You can still survive. I actually didn't even do that. Like during COVID, like I guess I got kind of lucky during COVID because the courts were closed. So my law firm put us on a temporary layoff. So when they put us on temporary layoff, I just never went back to work. So I was on temporary layoff, and then I just never came back to work because when the courts reopened, they're like, hey, you guys can come back. And I was like, all right, give me another month. And I just never came back because when I was able to focus on my trading 100%, that's where it made all the difference. And I started making like my attorney salary like every couple of months. So it just didn't, there's no point in me going back to work. I was like, I'm just going to keep trading full time. So yeah, I mean, if you guys do the math here, like this is where I'm at for the week so far. It's only been 2 days. Like if you can do this weekly, and this is just 2 days, right? It's like 3 trades. If you can do this weekly times, I guess 4 weeks, like it's pretty solid. Times 12. Yeah, you do the math, things add up really quickly. So, all right. Anyways, other than that, guys, I know we went off on a tangent there, but as you can see, price went exactly to where we identified it to go, right? Price came down. It's hitting the areas of liquidity. One thing that you guys want to be careful for is I don't recommend you guys chase this because price can just swing right back up. So I would just be cautious with this right here. Harry just sent in his profits, locked in a total of 2,334 for the day. Nice work, Harry. Eunice over here locked in some more profit as well, locked in a total of 456. Nice work off this account. Eunice, his second account locked in 108. Great work right there, Eunice. And like, yeah, Eunice said, done for the day. See you tomorrow, Sean. Thank you for analysis. Helps me a lot. Yeah, no, definitely. So here's Eunice. He sends me his profits every day, right? Eunice has been with me in K2. Let's see. So my first message with Eunice was February 16, 2021. So Eunice has been part of K2 for over a year now. Every day he sends his profits, and I don't think Eunice has had one day where he's had a red day, right? Everything's blue. Blue. Yesterday, all blue. So this is the consistency that you guys can build over time, right? Eunice has been with me for over a year now, and he's like super consistent. Every day is a blue screen. I have never seen him have a red screen ever, and he never misses a day to send me profits. Every single day, all blue. Right, and this is the consistency that I'm trying to get across to you guys. Eunice takes 1 or 2 trades a day. He never lose. I mean, he loses sometimes, but look at like 500 that day, 770 that day, 182 that day. He basically makes his salary. Just he takes losses sometimes, but overall he closes the day in positive. So I don't think there's been one day where he's had a red day, literally blue every single day. He's gotten it down where he trades like how I trade. We take like 1 or 2 trades a day. He locks in profits every single day. Like I don't remember one day he's had a red day. So, it's possible. It's not just me that's consistent like this, guys. There's so many people in K2 who are very consistent and they don't lose any trades or they don't have a red day at least. So just to show you guys that, it's possible. It's not impossible. It's very possible for you guys to be as consistent as everyone else. So Lisa over here, she said, I'm out, early flight to Australia. Definitely, Lisa. So we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, flying out of Bali straight to Australia. Total profit of 4,751. So yeah, safe flight, Lisa. We'll see you here tomorrow morning, hopefully. Swelly over here, currently up 10,700 for the day. Killing it, Swelly. So nice work right there. Luis over here, locking a total of 1,851. Nice work, Luis. He said, love your YouTube channel. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of people here who are just on YouTube and they're taking trades off my analysis here. You can see he's watching my YouTube right now. If you just understand what I'm going over here, then you estimate a huge, huge impact on like your trading consistency. So great work right there, Luis. Luis isn't even in the premium. He's just on the free YouTube, blocking 1,851. Vincent over here, he said, I'm being greedy, need to stop. Yeah, you should probably stop, Vincent. He hit his goal and he kept going, locked in a total of 1,605 for the day. Nice work, Vincent. All right, so I think that's it for right now. Let me make sure. These are everyone's problems for today. I just want to make sure mine are on here as well. Yeah, they're there. All right, solid. So look where I marked this up. It's doing exactly what I marked up, right? I said, be careful on this area of liquidity because price might push back up. And that's basically what's happening right now. Looking over here at Yellen, she's still speaking. So unfortunately, I'm not looking for any trades. Looking over here at the retail sentiment, it's currently 72% long. Even better reason to take more sells because if there's more people trying to buy here, everyone's trying to buy the dip, right? And everyone's getting burnt. So this number here just increased. It was like 70%, now it's 72%. They just keep getting burnt further and further. And it's crazy. It like blows my mind how people keep getting burnt off this. Think about taking something speculative here to catch the last. Let's see if I can find something. Oops. Wrong tool. Yes. Oh man, that was awesome. I took a speculative trade there, guys. I was just trying to catch the last liquidity push here because I want to get to this last level, and I caught it. So I made I made 1,700 off that. So again, guys, if you guys have listened to my analysis of like how we identify liquidity, as I mentioned right here, I said price was probably going to come down and hit all of liquidity, and then now at this point, I probably expect it to come back up right here. So this again was a speculative trade, but if you guys if you guys have been following like how we analyze liquidity and how this thing typically moves, it did exactly what I was anticipating. Another reason why I took this trade here was because we still have the 10-minute running. So I remember that we had this running and I was like, okay, if this is still running, this has to hit TP. The only reason I knew that was going to probably drop a little bit was because this yellow line right here is, you can see it's a 10-minute V3 full TP. So I was like, okay, I have some space here to hit. But before that, it's probably going to hit this area of liquidity. That's why I was marking up this little area right here, because I was only going for a little push. And that's what I caught. I took it and then full TP. It's not an official trade, obviously, it's a speculative trade, but it falls in line with the analysis that we usually cover with regard to trading liquidity here. So now that liquidity's been hit, I'm gonna go ahead and just clean this up right here. Yeah, no, you're fine, Professor. I didn't, it's not an official trade. It was just me catching the last push of liquidity because we had the last area of liquidity right there. I was waiting for it to hit. I probably could have, well, if I got greedy, I could have held on to it longer, but definitely not feeling the greed right now. So look where price is currently at. Here's what I could see happening. One of two things will happen here. Price will either retrace up and swing back up, or price will come down, spike and hit the TP for the 10-minute, and then swing back up. So there's two different scenarios here that can play out. Price will either swing up from where it currently is, and this is what you guys want to have. You want to have scenarios, right? Price will either bounce off here, come back up because it's hitting the last area of liquidity. This is typically what happens. I usually see this happen. Price will hit the last area, it'll come up and then come back down at some point. Or what happens sometimes is price will make that last push right here. It just depends on what Yellen says, right? If Yellen, I'm hoping Yellen keeps talking about regulation, because if she does, then this will just spike down further, hit the TP right here for the 10-minute. It's almost there. And then push down to here and bounce off these sessions. Well, it might not push that high. It might push a little higher, like somewhere there. But Yellen is off the mic right now. When she gets back on the mic, I mean, it might have that last push to come and hit the TP right here. So let me scroll up real quick. All right, Ruin, we'll see you. Yeah, so Ruin is done for the day. Here we go. It's going to hit full TP. It's almost there. I don't recommend people just hop into the trade, though. Like, if you don't have an analysis in entering the trade, then don't enter the trade. I do think it's going to hit TP, but I don't think it's going to be like a smooth just drop. It might be a rocky drop and then swing right back up. So this is not an area to get greedy. If you guys are trying to catch like the last push of it, great, but you don't want to get greedy here. It's going to hit TP right about, and this thing's planned. There you go, full TP off the V3. So if you guys caught it, full move right there, 1,900 pips for that V3 on the 10-minute. So nice work, guys. Whoever caught it or caught some of it or partial or whatever, played out pretty nice. I forgot who called this move earlier. Was it Matthew? I think it was you, Matt, right? Matthew's the one that called this out earlier. He said a huge V3 on the 10-minute. And I mentioned it was not going to be a smooth move down, but I did expect it to come down and hit full TP. So great work, guys, for whoever caught it. I caught partial move. I'll send in the profits for it. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Here, I'll post up the, actually, I'm not going to post this up because this isn't an official trade, right? This isn't one that we said we were going to take. So I'm not going to post up the actual trade. I will post up the profits. Or here, this is what I'll do. I'll just post this up because I want to be completely transparent with you guys. I don't want to come back tomorrow and someone complain of like, oh, hey, Sean's posting up trades and he didn't even take the trade or something like that. We always get like haters in the group that cry about something, right? So I'm just going to post this up and I'm not going to say it's anything that we took. I'm just going to say that, okay, 10-minute, A2 US30, 10-minute. And this trade is not going to count it's not going to count as any of the trades. I'm just putting this up so you guys can see why did I take a sell earlier? So 10-minute V3, full TP for plus 1,900 pips. Props to, I think it was Matthew, right? I think Matthew was the one that called it earlier. Check the chat real quick. To make sure I'm not thinking the wrong person here. I think it was Matthew though. Let me scroll up real quick. So many chats here. Wish there was a search feature. Be easier. Oh yeah, there we go. It was Matthew. All right, so let me take a screenshot of my profits real quick. Profits are pretty nice on that. Yeah, almost at the 3K mark for me. Not there yet, but it's close. All right, solid. So all my accounts hit some slippage, which is real nice. Slippage in my direction now. So yeah, I was only supposed to make 1,000 off this trade, but I hit slippage on all my accounts in a good way. All right, so let me post up my profits real quick for that. There we go, all my accounts. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So here is my main account right here. I locked on a total of 1,700 off that trade, total profit of 2,934. Here's my FTMO copier. Kind of gave me slippage in my direction, which is good. Locked in 1,700 off that, total profit of 2,334. My MFF over here, locked in 1,620, total profit of 2,860 for the day off that account. Third FTM or second MFF locked in the same profit, 2,860 for the day. And then same with my third one over here. No slippage on my MFFs, just some slippage on my FTMO, but it's okay. It happens. Total profit of 2,860. So solid profit off that. Quick. Well, I'm happy for the day. I was waiting for like one last trade for the day to call it a day, and I mean, it played out perfect for all of us. So if you guys have profits to send in, go ahead and send them in. I'll cover them right now. It's 7:43 right now, so it looks like we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. Other than that, let's see what else is over here. John said, I wonder how worthwhile just to do the opening and then take only 10-minute V3. It could probably work very well, John, because that's kind of what I'm doing. That's all I do. I take the breakout, and a lot of times I don't even take the full breakout. I take partial profits, and then I do take a trade within the 10-minute V3, right? We have a 10-minute V3 running, but then I take like a small one that's within it. I don't even take the full move. I take something that's like on the 1 minute in the direction of the V3. So that's basically all that I do, John. You know, to put it in simplest form, that's literally all I do. I take the breakout, I take 1 or 2 V3s, and that's it. And that's how I have, like, you know, so much consistency here. So yeah, it's pretty much what I locked in right there off of my accounts. I'll just copy this over here real quick. Right there. This right there. And right there. All right, so this looks solid right there. Let me see if there's any other profits here. So Chris over here, Nice. So this is Chris's second day at K2. Chris over here said day 2. Thanks for the analysis, Sean. He locked in a total of about 500 for the day. Great work, Chris. And you know, as I told you yesterday, this is only the beginning. So keep up the consistency and you'll do perfectly fine. You just keep growing that account over and over again each day. Maddie over here took it as well. Damn, Maddie took it for the full move, locked in a total of 8,900 right there. He took the 10-minute B3. Crazy, Maddie. Nice work. Man, look at that. One trade, 8,900. Just trusting that B3. Other than that, let me scroll over here real quick and see what else we got. Nice. Yeah, Twan said not big, but profit is profit. So definitely Twan over here locked in a total of 637 for the day. Nice work, bro. So good work right there. I haven't seen you in a while, Twan. So glad to see that you're back here, locked in some good profits. Vincent over here as well. He said, all right, for sure, done. So he locked in another one here, total profit of 1,790 for the day. Nice work, Vincent. Other than that, Maddie over here. Yeah, huge move off that, Maddie. Swelly over here, he's still holding it. He's now currently at 15,600. He held pretty much the whole V3, looks like, on the 10-minute. So he's been holding it, locked in a huge profit right there off just one account. So nice work right there, Swelly. Damn, you guys are killing it today. I might have to post up. Here's Charles over here. Here's his total profits for the week so far. He's currently up about 3,000, 4,000, like well over 5,000 for the week. So amazing work right there, Charles. And you have a smaller account too, so you're doing pretty good. I might have to post up profits twice today, guys, because there's a lot of profits to show. So make sure that your profits are sent in. I'm going to send like one wave of profits where there's going to be, usually it's capped at like 50 to 100 posts. So I'll post like 50 to 100 profits of all the K2 members first, and then I'll make a little video of that, and then I'll post another one after it, because I can't post them all at once. There's just a lot of people here who made a ton of profit today. So here's the profits for the day so far. You know, if I just scroll up, so I'll slowly scroll up. This is just from today. You can see the timestamp right here. These are the members from just today, and these are all different people. So like, you know, we have Charles, Swelly, Vincent, Twan, Maddie, Chris, Luis, Lisa, Eunice, Harry, Scotty, Zildjian, Joshua, Kevin, Patricia, Maria, Kenny, Dell, Craig, man, that's crazy. Rick, Rami, a lot of profits for today, guys. So I'm gonna have to post up 2 posts because we just have too many profits to share today, which I mean, it's not a bad thing, right? As I mentioned earlier, we haven't gone one day in like probably the past 2 years where people haven't made profit in K2, which is pretty amazing. You know, it's a pretty good consistency. I don't see any other groups that have consistent profits like that every single day. Nice. Hanny said he made 250 with a 0.01 account today. Nice work, Hanny. That's key. Mauricio said maybe have a leaderboard on the K2 site. Yeah, that might be cool. So, you know, I'm open to any ideas, guys. I've been thinking about having one of those. At some point, I probably will. It's just a lot of work on my end, and you know, the lazy guy that I am, it'll take me a long time to get that done. So I will get that done eventually. We'll probably have the leaderboard. I got to find a good place to post like all of our team profits, right? Because the only place that I really post them at is going to be the Instagram. So if you guys ever want to look at everyone's profits, just go on the Instagram page. So if you go to the K2 Instagram page, let me see if I can open up right here. If you go to the K2 Instagram page, I've been posting everyone's profits monthly right here. So if you open like say May of 2022, right? You click on that. I guess it doesn't open. But yeah, if you just go to the K2, oh, there you go. So we have literally like, if you want to see February, or you just click on that, and then, I mean, the computer is kind of slow, but if you go on the computer, you can see, or on the phone, you can see pretty much everyone's profits here, posted every day. I'll find a better place to put it, but everyone's profits are posted and shared pretty much every day, just to show the transparency here at K2, right? All right, so other than that, guys, it's getting close to 8. Yellen is still speaking, so expect price to keep dropping. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat right now. I can answer whatever questions you guys have. Otherwise, I think this would probably be a good time to just call it a day, guys. The liquidity on the bottom's already been hit. So there's no more liquidity down below. We have liquidity on top, so price might get kind of funky and bounce around. However, there was another VT right here as well that I missed, but it's okay. It was right at the session, so I wouldn't have taken it. But VT right there. Yeah, price is still dumping. I'm kind of curious what Yellen is saying. She is talking right now. So when she talks, she's probably talking about regulation, and that's probably why price is just taking a waterfall dump right here. So, but just be careful, because when she's done speaking, people might try to buy the dip, and price will just bounce back up, right? Next area of bounce would probably be right here. You have two sessions right here, the New York low and the Asia low. When price comes down to this point, price will either bounce above it or might break below and then bounce from here, right? It really depends on where the bounce may happen. So just keep that in mind, guys. Other than that, also Biden's gonna be speaking in 40 minutes. So hopefully Biden's on time this time. If you guys have remembered, every time he speaks, this guy takes like an hour to get on the podium. So he might be scheduled for 9 o'clock, but he probably won't be speaking till like 9:30 or like 9 or 10 o'clock. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, other than that, let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing here. I think that might be about it. Let me see if there's any other profits here. Marco just sent in his profits as well. Nice work, Marco. Locked in a total of 678 for the day. Let's see, Brock said, chicken fingers on my funded, slowly moving back to break even. So he locked in a total of 100, 200, 300, 400, about 200 to 300 right here across all your accounts, which is not too bad, Brock. You know, it's all baby steps right there. You just got to make your way back. And once you have that confidence, you can start taking, you know, fuller lot sizes. But other than that, guys, I think that might be it. So I don't see any other questions here. So if you guys do have anything, feel free to email me or message me on Telegram. Otherwise, I will be back tomorrow for the next live session, where we'll do this all over again. Another day of profits, just a rinse and repeat of what we did today, guys. So just keep that in mind, you know, consistency, discipline, rinse and repeat, guys. We do the same thing every single day. We locked in the same profits every single day. You know, it's about having a system in place that you just follow every day and you don't make any changes. Just keep doing what you're doing and keep locking in the same amount of profits that you do, and build that account over the week, month, year, however long timeline you're looking for. So, all right, guys, other than that, I think that's it. So if you guys have any questions, reach out. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. So have a great rest of your morning. And if you guys don't have to trade, just sit out the rest of your day.